House Bill 370, an act relating to special license plates and making an appropriation. Representative Calloway.
Gentleman from McCracken.
Mr. Speaker, I yield to the gentleman from Breckenridge 10 for explanation of the bill and motion thereon.
Chair recognizes the gentleman from Breckenridge for explanation of bill and a motion thereon.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First of all, I would like to thank the gentleman from Wayne for the opportunity to carry House Bill 370 for what he told me was, and I quote, a very simple cleanup bill. House Bill 370 basically just corrected an oversight for two special license plates, the Firefighters Association, Kentucky Firefighters Association, and the proceeds from the Masons plate that go to the Masonic Homes of Kentucky. But what I didn't realize is that when this bill got filed, it's kind of like putting up a Christmas tree in the community. Everybody wanted to get an ornament on it before it closed out. And so I was able to work with several different colleagues here to be able to do some good things in this bill. And if you would, I'd like to have the clerk to report House Committee Substitute 1, please.
Clerk, please report.
House Committee Substitute 1 to House Bill 370.
Gentleman from Breckenridge.
What House Committee Substitute 1 does, it establishes two military plates and it changes the eligibility requirements for an existing plate as follows for license plate. It establishes a plate for recipients of our Distinguished Flying Cross members, those that have received that, as well as those that have received the Air Medal. And then it eliminated a requirement for the Bronze Star Medal plate, and it allows more people to be involved in that. It was only for those that had the distinction for valor, and it removed that. And so we were able to get those things removed. I was able to work with the lady from Jefferson 32 on these, and I move for the adoption of House Committee Substitute 1.
Motion is for the adoption of House Committee Substitute 1. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor signify by voting aye. Those opposed, nay. House Committee Substitute 1 is adopted. Gentleman from Breckenridge.
After the bill did pass out of committee, I had a couple more colleagues that came to me, the gentleman from Estill and the lady from Floyd, about some other specific things that we could do for our military veterans and those that have served in foreign wars. And so we were able to add in House Floor Amendment 3 some special license plate for our Combat Action Badge recipients, as well as the Combat Infantry Badge, and then also for those that have been prisoners of war, missing in action awareness license plate for these people. It also clarified some language that needed to be cleaned up for special motorcycle license plate. We have got with the Transportation Cabinet. They've reviewed this language, and they have no objections to what we are doing in this bill. So if there's no discussion, I move for the adoption of Floor Amendment 3.
Clerk, please report House Floor Amendment 3.
House Floor Amendment 3 to House Bill 370.
Motion is for the adoption of House Floor Amendment 3. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, those in favor signify by voting aye. Those opposed, nay. House Floor Amendment 3 is adopted. Gentleman from Breckenridge.
Thank you, sir. I have three brothers that are foreign war military veterans. I think this is a great thing that we can do anytime that we can recognize people that give us the ability to do what we are doing today. So if there are no questions, I move for passage of House Bill 370 as amended by House Committee Substitute 1 and House Floor Amendment 3.